Hello, mate. We're back with a video. So, okay, guys, we're back with a video. So, I posted a reel on Instagram, and the reel right now for this, I'm gonna show you on my phone. Just bear with me, right? Because obviously, you know, we didn't like have this kind of set up for the minute, right? So, it's funny. This is funny, right? Because, okay, I posted a reel on Instagram. And it got 26,000 views, right, for this card. Like, I have had so much hate from this PSA post or cracking a PSA slab. People are like, oh, you're grading with who? Who? All right. Just because I'm 2 years ahead of you and you don't know, like, what's going to happen, you know, and I'm making a prediction, then obviously we can, like, laugh about this, right? So AGS posted something on their page, which I've seen, and it was like, where is it? So they posted a post about something like, imagine waiting to where did they post it? They posted this, right? Where did they post this? Where did they post this, bro? I can't find it now, bro. Oh my god, what the hell? Right, so they said something like, I seen a post from AGS saying, imagine waiting 6 months to realise that your card got a grade 8. So I'm like, I laughed at this. So in my opinion, right, I think they must have seen the reel. They might have seen the reel. There's a lot of people that have watched the reel, right? So, anyway, I went ahead and we went to go cracking slabs, right? We went to crack slabs. So, we have this light dragonite that is from 2002. So, this is, you know, the year of the horse. And this is a year of the horse card. So, I cracked this from a CGC slab last night. So, I cracked this off camera. I broke this out, and there's a little bit of dirt on this card, and you know, AGS offer like card cleaning with AGS Gold. So I'm like, okay, right, let's give this to a test, right? They probably don't. For anybody that thinks they know who I am, they probably don't know who the fuck I am. I've got 700 subscribers. Like, I'm not somebody who's got 500,000. I'm not a big name, right? I'm literally like just some small little guy with YouTube capping my videos and not putting my videos out there, right? This is what I just believe, and just it's the way it is. So we ended up, so the argument on this card that was on my YouTube, you know, on my Instagram post, I haven't done a YouTube reel for it yet, but I'm going to do a YouTube reel for it. So they said that this card, everyone in the comments from PSA is like, well, the card is right heavy. Okay. So just listen to me for a minute, right? Okay. We have 2 slabs today that we are going to break, and these are both by PSA, right? So, okay, look at the centering on this card. Look at the centering, yeah? Centering. The centering is insane, right? The center is insane. Look at that bottom border, and then look at the top border, yeah? This is an OC card. This is an OC card, right? So, okay, this card doesn't have the parameters to get an OC card because the centering is not as far. If it was a little bit further, it would have been classed as an OC card. So this card cannot be a grade 8. Yeah, it cannot be a grade 8 because the only thing that's bringing the card down in rank is the centering. Everything else is fine. Yeah, everything else is perfect. So it's only the centering. So you can't bring a card down 2 points because of centering. You're like, all right, the centering's off. This card is a 9. Okay. Wait till you see the grade of the other card and you're going to laugh, right? You're going to laugh at the other card. So, obviously, we're making this video, and anybody who, like, says to me, you know, you are an idiot, I'm this and I'm that, well, you know, all right, you guys conduct this experiment yourself and put it to the test, right? You spend your own money. I'm not being paid to do this. I'm using my own money. Like, I'm using my own money. I'm taking money from here. I took money from this. And I took money from this, and I got more money, and I was like, okay, no, we'll do this, right? And we have a load of money that we can make in the new financial year that's coming up, so we can do loads more grading, right? So okay, we have this card as well. So Mr. Stone's Project. So this came out in 2006. I have a mate, and his name's Stone, and he's a fucking legend. So you know he'll probably end up liking this card. I'll probably end up gifting this one him. as a gift. Now, if you look at the state of this card, oh my god, this card is amazingly mint, bro. This is amazingly mint. You know, like me looking at the Machamp and stuff, and me looking at the Salamence, and I'm like, all right, this card is mint. Yeah, this card is insanely mint, right? So they gave this a 9. So I'm gonna give you guys, you know, a little thing which, you know, how it, okay, guys, looking at this card, how is this a 9? Right? It's not a 9, is it? It's not a 9. We know it's not a 9. CGC, you know, yeah, I would say they're a bit scammy, bro. So we ended up breaking this one from the case, right? So we broke a Mr. Stone's project. So EX Dragon Frontiers reverse foil, right? As you know, that's a beautiful card. Looks amazing. Looks very nice, right? If you guys have seen these, you know, things in the background, I'm working on like a, I don't know, it don't matter what slab you put in it, I'm putting it so you can like make a wall mount. It's very difficult to print. It's very hard to make how you print it, which way to turn it. I haven't figured out how to turn this print yet because it's very difficult. There's a lot of time that goes into them. So the Charizard from CGC, I've sent this to AGS, right? I've sent this to them. This is currently on the way to them, yeah. And we also sent the Gengar. So the Gengar is from Legend Maker, and we have sent this card to AGS as well, right? So they're not grading these cards for free. I'm paying to grade these cards, and I'm paying for this myself. They are not funding me. They are not doing anything. They haven't sent to me. They haven't reached out to me. They haven't done anything. I've not had DMs from them. Nothing. Yeah. So for anyone who wants to make accusations that, you know, if, oh, but you're affiliated with them or whatever. If I was affiliated with them, I'd be telling you guys that, you know, do this for yourself. Break your own slabs. See, can you put it to the test? Yeah. Are you getting correct grades? This is the whole reason why we're doing this, right? So these are at AGS right now. So when these come back, I will do a video, and if we go up or down, all right? So this is basically, when you're doing this, you're being a gambler, right? Now, I don't spend my money on, like, gambling. I don't spend my money on alcohol. I don't spend my money on stuff. I like doing slabs. A lot of people are saying that, you know, when you're dice rolling, so, you know, this is 2 dice, right? You're sending your cards to PSA, and you're waiting 8 months, and you're getting a dice roll on waiting if your card is going to be an 8 or not. So you're relying on some guy who's just got into work, could have had a bad night the other night, could have been night out on the booze, could have had a wake and bake before he's gone to work, right? He could have got high before he got to work, and then you want him to sit there and grade cards for you, right? So, you know, okay, this card's pretty beat up. You know, we cracked this one out of a CGC slab. Why? Because we technically couldn't sell this card, right? We couldn't sell this card. No one would buy this card as, like, I don't know. So this one was given a grade 5.5 by, you know, CGC when originally we graded this back in like 2021. So it's 5 years now. I've had this card for 5 years. I've never sold it. It's been on eBay, listed for many years. The Dragonite was listed on eBay for many years. I took that one off. I took this one off. I took this one off yesterday. This was still on eBay yesterday. Okay. This card has a bit of dirt on it, right? It's got a black spot, a black spot, a black spot. Couple black spots on this card, right? So, okay. Now, I had a think and a thought that maybe, like, listen, you have these dirty cards, right? Dirty cards get sent in to be graded, and they have smudges on them, marks, black dots. You know, you could clean the card. You could get a higher grade. So this one would not be like a proper experiment, maybe, because if they clean the card and the card gets a higher grade, then the surface got a higher grade before they graded the card, right? So let's just say, for example, let's say you go on eBay and you find a very dirty PSA 4 Charizard with loads of black spots all over the back. Let's say you buy that, you break it, you send it AGS, they clean all the stuff off it, you regrade it, let's say it gets a 7. Could you imagine the money that's involved in that? Right? Like, do you know, if you're grading, if you find a dirty grade 4 and you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to send this in, they'll be like, oh, yo, JoeG was the guy who said this, and everyone's like started doing it. But people won't do it because they won't trust it. They will say, oh, he is affiliated, he is sponsored, he is getting paid, blah, blah. They'll say all this fucking bullshit, right? and it's like, oh yeah, this company's going to care about the guy with 700 subscribers, right? Like, fucking hell, bro. So we have this card. PSA gave this a 7. I have 2 of these. They both got given a 7. These cards are pretty mint, in my opinion. And they gave this a 7 due to probably the centering. In my eyes, this is classed as a 9 OC. A 9 OC. I asked for an OC qualifier back in 2022, I think this was graded, right? So they gave this card a 7. Well, okay. Chop chop, right? If I ever buy a dog or a Rottweiler, I'll probably call him Chop, yeah? Right? So, if I ever buy a dog, a Doberman or a Rottweiler, I'll call him Chop, right? So we are cracking PSA slabs. Okay, guys, we're cracking PSA slabs. I've already graded this card, right? I've already spent money on grading this card. I am incurring financial, a financial thing, right? This is finance, right? So I'm basically using my money to prove, is this card really a 7? Let's send it in and see if it's really a 7. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that I did on eBay, which I did yesterday. So yesterday, I was looking for a CGC Blue Label Pristine card, right? So I bought a CGC Blue Label Pristine and I paid like, I don't know, like 45, 50 pounds. I want it on auction, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to take that card, yeah, which is a CGC Blue Label. We are going to break it. It is a pristine 10. So if it's a pristine 10 and the card is a pristine and it's flawless, then it should come back an AGS Platinum, AGS Legendary, right? So that's my opinion. That's my thought on it. So, will it do that? That's the old idea we're going to find out when it comes in. We are going to crack the slab, right? And we are going to find out if that card, right, will come back a AGS Legendary. If it doesn't come back an AGS Legendary, then that card was never a pristine 10. And then that makes me question CGC's grade in altogether. Like, my fingers are a little bit wet. Hold on. I spilt some stuff earlier, so I spilt a bit of a drink earlier, so I want to make sure my fingers are dry, like just wiping them on myself. Yeah, it's still a bit like damp. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can slide the card out here. Right, so this one's just dropped out. Okay, that's fine. So let's look at this card. Okay, this card is, I would say, pretty nice, right? Pretty nice condition. So, pretty nice condition. I don't see any dents in the surface. So, do you guys see any dents in the surface? No? You don't see any scratches, right? Let's look at the card the opposite way, because I'm notorious for not spinning the card the other way. Now, obviously, the centering's nice on this card, and, PSA gave this a 7, and I was unable to, like, sell this or keep it. I used to OC collect, right? I used to be an OC collector. I used to collect only, like, OC cards. I have an OC Charizard. I have an OC Seal from Evolutions. I have an OC... I have an OC Sandshrew and a Hitmonchan, right? And I used to grade OC cards. I used to be like, yo, guys, I want an OC grade. So anyway, before I show you this card, I was just about to break this. I have had that much fun breaking these slabs and making these videos. Like, if you guys are interested in, supporting this, channel, just keep liking the videos. And, if you want to grade with AGS, yeah, just use the code or use the... It's not a referral, but it's an affiliate link. Obviously, anyone that signs up to use AGS as like grading service, they basically get the option to affiliate link anyway. So it's not like they've said to me, oh, yo, we'll promote our company and we'll give you this much money. Like, or promote our company and we'll give you money off. It's like, I haven't got that. So this card was given an 8. Now, okay, guys might say, well, that is an 8. All right. In my opinion, I don't agree. If it was me grading the card, I'd have gave the card a 9 OC. Or I'd have gave it an 8 OC qualifier. Right? So the card is acknowledgeable, it's perfect, but it's an OC. So I said on video, like, why would I wait? I think I have the slab, right? So do I have the slab right next to me? No, I must have moved it. So I had that slab and I said, why wait 9 months? Or why wait 6 months to find out your card is going to be a 9? Because it's a 9. And, you know, I sent it to AGS, and AGS gave it a 9 within 10 days. And I was like, well, I already know it's a 9. So why am I going to, like, grade it knowing I'm going to get a 9? Why wait 6 months to get a 9 when I know I can just send it in and get a 9 now with these? No one's going to change the grade, right? The grade is the same. No matter who is grading the card, the grade should be the same grade. So if you send it to Beckett, or you send it to, you know, Ace, or you send it to CGC, or you send it anywhere, it should be the same grade. So if you send it one company and you send it another company and it comes back a different grade, well, they didn't grade it correctly. Like the whole idea of the reason why we're conducting this experiment is I am the first one doing this. Right, I'm the first one doing this. I am documenting this on video, and I know that Mr. Stone's Projects is coming back a 10. That card is amazing, bro. Because I had a guy that said to me before, he's like, oh, if that gets a 10, will you sell it me? Because he was a Raichu fan, because it's got a Raichu in the back. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'll sell it if you need be, because I'm not a Raichu collector. Like, I collect Pikachu, right? I'm a Pikachu guy. So that's what I like, right? So we might have to do this slab this way around this time. So, you know, we're breaking at 8, right? Now imagine waiting 8 months when you want an OC qualifier and you get given an 8 from PSA and you are questioning like, oh, well, is my card really an 8? You know, right now you don't have to do this, right? So anybody who, like, say, grades of AGS, let's say you grade of AGS, right, and your card gets a 10. You know it's a pristine 10, right? So go wait 6 months, send it to PSA and see if PSA give it a 10. If you think it's really, really liquid and PSA is more liquid than, you know, or whatever, like, I had a friend who, I was explaining something to him yesterday, and we was basically saying, like, he said to me, he's like, but how many AGS slabs have you sold yet? And I was like, none. I'm not bothered about selling them, right? Like, the whole idea is I'll wait 2 years before I sell any. Look, I sat on CGC slabs for 4 or 5 years. Do you really think I care about if I don't sell any of them straight away? The whole idea right now, what we're doing, is we realize that this company is going to give you the same grade. It's going to be the correct grade, and you are going to basically crack your card, send it in twice, and it'll be the same grade as it was before, right? Because it's done with AI, 3D laser mapping, and it's like, how is this an 8? This is a 9 OC, right? This is a 9 OC, guys. We have the documents, we have the tickets, we have a 7, and we have an 8. So I'm gonna save these tickets. We will throw the slabs in the bin, right? And we will send these off the week after, not this week. We'll send them off the next week. So we're gonna, what is it? It's gonna be Easter holiday, right? So it'll be the Tuesday that we submit these after Easter holiday, and we will send in, I would say, 3. We'll probably send the Charizard, the 9, and then the Ryoku. Or we'll probably send the Charizard. We'll send 3 at the 5, and then I'll send something like, I'll probably send in something else like this Clefairy, which is mint. I reckon we can pull a 10. We've got an SPR Goku, like, we're going to probably grade this. This is a 9.5, this Machamp. And then we've got, like, some more Vegeta cards that we're maybe trying to get the gem, like, the legendary 10. That's the whole idea what we're doing. So we have some PSA slabs that we've cracked. These are supposed to be OC. Now, this one we paid 17, I think £17 to grade this one. And this one was on £8. So we're putting £25 into this card to get this a 9 off center. We're putting, you know, about £40 into this card to hopefully get this a 9 off center. So, you know, me selling these, if I sell these on the market, you know, would I get my money back? Yeah, maybe, right? But if we save them another 5 years, it'll be easier, right? Now, anyone who's got any questions, you know, comment below the video. I'm obviously using my money. If you want to support this cause or whatever, you know, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new and you haven't found me, you know, what we're doing is we're breaking slabs and we're going to send them into AGS. And AGS is an AI grading company with non-biased results by a human eye, right? So if you ask for, I can't message them. Like, look, And here's another thing. I can't message them and say, look, I want a 9 OC on this card. Can you give this card a 9 OC? How can I do that? I'm not. I'm sending these cards in blind, right? On a submission, sending them to the thing, printing the labels out, putting them in the envelopes, sending them to AGS, and AGS go, oh, they send it back, and they say, oh, this card's an 8. They might send it back at 7. They might send it back at 7. They might send it back at 6. I don't know what's going to happen, right? I have no idea. But my prediction is this card is not a 7. This card is a 9 with an OC qualifier. Right? Thanks for watching my video, guys. We'll see you next time. And peace.